Ooh. We got a couple people here actually waiting already. Okay, yeah. Sorry about that, guys. I I overslept a little bit too much. Did not mean to. This is what happens when you try to nap before you start a stream and then you ignore the alarm. Yeah. So yeah. Welcome to the stream. What's up, Inari? What's up, Kev? What's up, Bean? How's it going? Ooh, Sapphire's here too. What's up? Skin giveaway now? Trust? You forgot about us? Nah. I woke up, I was like, ah, shit. I like how my title still says Zask. You know, that's a very nice touch right there. With Ruby clearly on the screen. That's how I like it. So, yeah. Ooh, Jawalt's here. What's up, man? I'm literally just drinking like an entire bottle of water. Because otherwise I'm not gonna wake up. And I need to talk about Ruby. And if I can't talk about Ruby, there's no point in the stream. So, alright. Once again, we're gonna be doing Ruby tonight. I'm in the Discord this time. Maybe Deku already asleep. I do not know. I was supposed to start the stream like half an hour ago, so he might be dead asleep. We'll find out. But yeah, Deku. If you see me in Discord or whatever, just join. We'll talk about Ruby. Otherwise, we're gonna do it just from everything based off my memory and everything I don't know. We'll find out. And once again, if anyone has any input on Ruby that I don't know about, then of course just chime in. We'll talk about it. Because I do not claim to be all-knowing. I just know a lot. So yeah. Actually, Jawalt, you were being mentioned yesterday about 1v1ing somebody. You need to check on that, just saying. So yeah, we're gonna tackle Ruby from the following points, similar to Zask. We're gonna check out the skills, analyze the skills and what they do. We'll talk about Ruby's weaknesses, which kind of brings up talking about her strengths, just, you know, by nature. We'll talk about Ruby's place in the current meta. We'll talk about her playstyles, which Ruby has. I believe Ruby has 2 types of playstyles, but she should only have one. People just aren't skilled enough to, you know, do both. Ooh, hi Kai, welcome. Jeez, hold up, isn't it like 2:34 p.m. over there for you, bro? Welcome to the stream, sir. But yeah, Ruby has 2 playstyles that I'm aware of, even though it should just be one. You'll see what I mean when, you know, when we talk about it. Build wise, once again, I believe there's 2 types of builds for Ruby, and like I said, there should only be one. We'll talk about it later. Emblems is where it gets a little bit more dicey on Ruby, a little bit more questionable. It depends on what the enemy comp is more than anything. But yeah. Then last thing we'll talk about is battle spells, which most people run Flicker. I can hardly think about using anything else on her, but yeah, just FYI. So obviously the most important thing about Ruby, in my opinion, skill wise, is her passive that converts, you know, her items healing into spell vamp directly. So you guys have to realize these skills are poorly translated most of the time. So basically TLDR, she's gonna get a conversion factor of 10% plus what it says right there, 115%. So whatever your physical lifesteal is times 1.15x plus 10%. So if you have a total of 100 life steal from your items. You're gonna get no BGM from music. It's up, bro. It's just very low apparently. Should I raise it? I'll raise it up to 40. But yeah, if you have 100 physical lifesteal on Ruby, it translates or transfers it over to 115%, just to keep it easy, numbers wise. Your 100% translates to 115%. You have to add another 10% to that, so 125% spell vamp basically. But you do not regen health off your basic attacks. It's all your skill wise. Okay, I just raised it 10%. I can raise it another 10%, but it might not be too strong, you know what I mean? But yeah. Emblem Ruby is the only way. Competitive play never changes. Mars is considered so bad he saw no competitive play. Now he's so good. Well, you know what? I have the same. I'll say the same thing about Ruby. Once people catch on to Ruby with her skin, she's gonna be in the same spot as Martis. It's not gonna take long for people to realize how good she is. Ruby's passive stacks up to 8 times. What? Thought it was 3 stacks. Yeah, 3 stacks. Yeah, it says it right there, 3 stacks. Scales with level up to 3 stacks. The defense one? Yeah, so the second part of her passive is after each dash, or sorry, after each skill cast, you get a little hop. Like a little mini dash. After you get this mini dash, you're gonna get a passive that boosts your defense. So after 3 little mini dashes, you will get a defense buff. Yeah. Hey Zero, it's been long. I was too busy with work. Well, no. Thank you for coming to the stream. 5 to 10%. Yeah, we'll raise it a little. I'll put it at 50%, Kai, and then we'll see how it sounds. But yeah, I do remember Mlbb playing Mlbb, but the only character I remember is Argus. Oh my, Argus. Since you played Argus, have you seen this? Yeah, official skin. Argus is unfortunately not in the best position right now in the meta, especially in 5-man, but he's still fun to play. Solo queue especially. But yeah. Okay. Yeah, I remember the Vader skin. Yeah, it's nice. Okay, so the other thing is Ruby's S1. There's nothing special about it. It's just like a little shockwave. Here we can see a little replay. It's just a little shockwave. It slows down people a little bit, and you get your little hop right after for every skill she casts. Her S2 is what she's more known for, really, which is that, you know, she spins around in a little circle and basically stuns people. And it's there's a little pull in there too, but it's mostly for the stun effect. She just has very low skill cooldowns, so this is her main method of spamming skills, right? And of course her legendary hook that, you know, you can pair up with flicker. That's basically all of Ruby's skills in a nutshell. When you take her to practice, as you can see, my tenacity is already loaded up. I'll tell you why I personally take tenacity, and we'll talk about you know, this is the wrong one. We'll talk about emblem, and then we'll talk about fighter emblem. So I'll start with tenacity because that's what I know about. Like, personally, that's my playstyle on her. And we'll bring up Zask just because, why not? He was here yesterday. My sibling recommended Ruby on my first week, but some say she's boring. I wouldn't say she's boring. Her shockwave hits twice. Yeah, her S1 hits twice. It has 2 phases. You'll see what I mean. Let me just build some stuff. Ignore the build for now. We'll talk about the build later. We'll talk about her weaknesses right after this. We're still in the part of the skill analysis part. So, just like a in-game showcase. So, S1, like we said, see that? Let me put no cooldown so we can kind of take a better look. If you look closely, sometimes it procs twice, and if you're too far away, it only procs once. So her S1 can proc twice, but the first part of the skill is basically only it's only like the little, I don't know if you can tell, but like you see the scythe swinging part of it. If the enemy is in that range, that's the only time it's gonna hit twice. So basically, in melee range, you get all of your skills will do double damage basically. Like, well, specifically your S1, you get another little cast. Her S2 is always gonna do, 2. So I guess I should rephrase that. Otherwise I'd be saying that her S2 hits 4 times, which it does not. But yeah. When you're in melee range, if you cast your S1 in melee range, it'll hit twice. Your S2 will hit twice, so you get double heals. Your ult, though, that should only proc once. If it procs twice, it's kind of weird. It can. Sometimes I've seen it do it before, but it's more of a glitch than anything. But yeah, mostly people do the... Oh, not that. They obviously don't miss. They usually do the... I think I dragged it too much. They usually do this without choking on the wall. Wow, this is actually quite embarrassing, I'm not gonna lie. I guess I'm still sleepy. I guess it's harder to pull up than it is to pull down. But trust? Moshi moshi? There we go. Yeah, I think I'm not used to pulling up. Skill issue. The forward flicker. Oh no. Oh yeah, some people normally you do the flicker right after you hook, right? That's normally what you do, right? But I've seen some people like desperately, be like, okay, that enemy has like 1 HP left. I can't catch them, or like there's 2 people running away and I need to catch them. So some people do the, just to reach. It's a desperate play. You can do it. It's not like it's like horrendous, but you will get laughed at for doing it, even though you get the objective done, or anything that you're trying to do. You get your job done. It's just people kind of laugh at you for doing it that way. But yeah, so weaknesses wise, I'm gonna say that the biggest weakness Ruby has right now is the fact that because they changed her, because they revamped her, she can be affected by anti-regen right now. And before this, Ruby was not affected by anti-regen. Matter of fact, on the channel, when I first heard about changes to Dominance Ice and Necklace of Thurance, when I first heard about these changes, I had access to the advanced server back in the day. You can literally like search it up on the channel, and I was like, literally like I'm pretty sure I was the first channel to say, hey, Ruby can now be affected by crowd control, right? And back in the day, I got like a lot of backlash saying this is fake, the video's fake, Ruby cannot be affected by spell or anti-regen or life drain effects or stuff like that, blah blah blah. I'm like, no, like this is literally, I'm telling you guys, RIP Ruby mains, because it's gonna be, it's from now on, Moonton has decided that Ruby will be affected by these items. And so everybody was literally like flaming me for the information. I was like, well, I mean, it's literally just gonna take a week to update, and then you guys will see it for yourself. So, but yeah, just a little fun reminder, I guess. I remember that. I remember this brings back memories. But in this, at the same time, chat said it was like, oh yeah, well, Oracle now, you know, you can use Oracle Ruby now because if Necklace of Endurance affects you, well now Oracle can affect you. And you guys need to understand that back in the day, when you had a life drain effect on you, it was a final life drain effect. So if Oracle boosted your, let's say you let's just say, keep it simple, if you did 1,000 damage, you know, and you had, or let's just say you healed for 1,000 health with Oracle, sorry, without Oracle, then you bought Oracle, and then obviously now your heal is up to 1,300 because you got boosted by 30% by Oracle, right? When somebody bought Necklace of Endurance against you, it's a 50% HP regen drain, right? The way it worked was not you now only heal for 800. It doesn't go from 1,000, the original heal amount, then reduced by, you know, plus 30%, minus 50%, so a total of minus 20%. It doesn't go down to 800. That's not how it works. It takes your 1,300 and it divides it by 2. So, in a sense, your heal got cut down to 650. So, that versus 800, as you can tell, is a big difference. So, that's the biggest. I guess that's where I would maul the most, because people don't realize, you know, just how, you know, anti-regen works. It's very particular that you understand how bad it can get. So I'm gonna show you right here based on this damage. But I'm gonna sell Oracle, and I'm gonna sell this Athena shield. Let's see, 850 HP. Okay, I'm gonna try to recover 850 HP, which would be a brute force or the immortality I just had, which has 800. And I'm gonna see if I can get another one. Something similar. Well, actually, how about I just get the... Let's go for 900. So even with 50 more HP, right? So using my ultimate on this bot, 625. Now I sell this Ares belt for the Oracle, and I get 850 HP, so I should get a little bit of a bigger heal. Watch this. 813. Okay? Now, my 813 gets converted into 284. 284. 284. Well, I guess I was at higher health. Let me, and hold on, no, that wasn't really fair because Haas passive works when you're low HP. Hold up, let's give it a more fair shot. Hold up, Haas passive 813, right? I almost capped there. Hold up, Haas passive is still up now. There you go. Literally cut in half. Literally cut in half. Even with Oracle. Sell Oracle. This song is kind of weird. Let me change it. So, anyways, I'm gonna sell Oracle again just to show you guys. Alright, sell Oracle and then purchase the chunky Ares belt at 770. What? Oh, hold up. So 770 plus 230, that's still too much. Is there a lower HP item? 540 plus 230. That's 770. I could do that. Because that's closer to the 850, just like 110 less. I guess it doesn't matter as long as I can show you what happens. Let me get my Haas class. I'll read the chat in a second. Hold up. This is the math time. My brain needs to work. Only one brain cell for this. 625, okay? It should turn down to 313, 312. There we go. So, like I said, the way anti-regen works is more scuffed than you think. It's stronger than you think. So bringing anti-regen against Ruby is extremely effective. You pair that up with like the strongest anti-regen in the game, somebody like Baxia, and Oracle does not, work the way you like it to work. It's gonna boost your heals by 30% flat, but then the life drain effects get calculated. So the only way you can really counter that is by building more damage. But yeah, I would say that's her biggest weakness, IMO. You can get, her other weakness is that she can get chain CC'd and therefore not be able to CC herself. And we'll talk about that as well, because this particular weakness, the ability to cast skills or get interrupted in her casting of skills, plays right into her playstyles and builds. So we'll talk about that pretty soon. But yeah, strength-wise, let me hear what you guys think. What do you guys think her strengths are? We just talked about her biggest weaknesses right there. What do you guys think her weaknesses are? Oh, thank you, bot. Bonky time. But yeah, let me go ahead and read up on chat. Did not mean to ignore y'all, but that was math time, and if I did not do math time, my single brain cell is not gonna work, guys. So, all right. No way you missed on a stationary bot. For some reason, I don't know what happened back there. Let's just ignore that, okay? Let's not think about that. Moshi Moshi! What's up, Bala? Bala coming with the Moshi Moshi. Jawal, don't listen to the madmen. Yeah, Bala, they had you... not Bala. Jawal, they had you 1v1ing somebody yesterday. I can't remember who they had you 1v1ing, but we were talking about how you would kind of scale like Ainz, because you're a skeleton. Isoya Yasuji, Poggers, mate, welcome to the stream. Isoya is all that is Ruby? Really? Oh my goodness. Do we have a Ruby sweat? Well, in that case, let me know if I messed up anything I just said about Ruby, because I hate the way that life drain works in general in the game. I think it's not balanced. Dun, 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 dun. Ruby Master! Moshi Moshi! It's an okay build, but obviously the damage isn't going to be enough for the lifesteal when she's under lifesteal. Yep, exactly. And that's what I want to talk about later, because this build right here, I wouldn't recommend it for most people, because this build literally only is going to help you survive off copium. It's only surviving because it's so tanky. So the way this build works is you have your core items, which is Haas and Dom Ice. Then you get Oracle for CDR and a bit of a heal boost. Then your brute force for the mobility or the ability to chase people down. And the only thing that's gonna kill you, hardcore is Athena's. But you could, skip out on brute, get Athena's, then get a blade armor if you're really getting like whacked by like a Claude or something. But the reason this one works specifically is because of the emblem, and this has the tenacity. So whenever you're down low, like really low, not only do you heal more, but you also become chunkier. So when you're down here in these, very, very low HP levels, your physical defense right now, like look at that, 261 and 207. Whip up your passive, right? And you're looking at about 385 and 334, which is like insane levels. Anything over 300 is insanely tanky. So that's the only way this one works. I don't think this is her ideal build. I think her ideal build has more damage than this, like more regen than this, personally. But we'll talk about those items in a couple minutes. Other than that, strength-wise, there's a lot of, strengths I think Ruby has that we'll talk about as well. But yeah. Why does everyone think I'm hitting on them in here? I mean... Hold up, let me catch up on chat, guys. Yes, it's our kryptonite, especially Baxia. Yup, Baxia OP, bruh. Like, literally, Baxia is irrelevant until you bring up the anti-regens. OMG, my bad. I was looking at... No worries, bro. I got the bonk. We bonked the bot. Nah, she's pretty balanced, not too weak or not too strong. Yeah, I tried Unbending Will on her. I have not tried it on her, but I am an Unbending Will supporter. That's one of the spells that I've seen people use, and I actually recommend myself as well. So yeah. I'm gonna get going. See you, lads. See ya, Jawal. Thank you for coming to the stream. I'm not really a huge fan of Tank Ruby. Not enough lifesteal to satisfy me. I have no option but to go Tank Ruby in solo queue. Honestly, because I'm the only frontline. I would prefer to take something with more regen and damage. But like, when you have like... Think about it this way. When I usually end up picking Ruby, they're like, okay, I'm XP lane. So I'm over here XP laning, right? I'm over here in XP lane. And then in the jungle, I have some type of assassin. And then in the mid lane, I have some type of like squishy mage. And then I have something like, they take something like Angela or like Rafaela. Not that that's bad, but it just means I'm the sole frontline of the team because obviously there's a gold lane marksman. So the only person able to be in the front lines is me. And I have no option but to go tanky. Because the Angela's not going to ult me. They're going to ult the jungler. So I'm over here coping. But yeah. Say Zero knows. What? Fortunately, I've not seen Baxia this season. Bax is about to come back up, unfortunately. Yeah, he's getting the buff. He's going to reduce it to 80% final heal cut, so... That's insane. 80% final heal cut is insane. And I was looking at the Dom Ice buff. You guys saw that new Dom Ice buff? That might be your first phaser buff I've seen in a while. FASR, final attack speed reduction. If it stacks, that's going to be insane. But it's a hard counter. It's basically the easiest way to explain it right now. The debuff on Dom Ice, if you look at it, reduces the enemy's attack speed by 30%, right? So if you have here's this friendly bot right here, okay? And if you look at my attack speed, it's 1.34. I walk up close to it, it's 1.04. It's translated bad, okay? Because if I get a bunch of attack speed items, it's not gonna like turn it from 2.54 and then reduce it by 30%. It's more of like a flat reduction. Look at that, 2.24. So it's more like a 0.3 flat attack speed reduction right now. Dom Ice is. The new buff is a final attack speed reduction, so it takes whatever value you have and nerfs it by 65%. So it scales. And that is insane. That is actually insane. It works similar to how Dom Ice works on heal cutting. After you get all your buffs and nerfs on attack speed, it comes in at the very end and then just chops it all off. So that is broken. That is super broken. But yeah. Alright, so let's talk about let's talk about her strengths. So in my opinion, Ruby's strengths is the fact that she can come back from the brink of death with her with her regen. Items wise, if we're gonna talk about items on Ruby, you're gonna be juggling. You're always gonna for sure 100% get either your warrior boots or your tough boots. Usually you want to get tough boots unless the enemy has a lot of physical, and the reason for that is the resilience passive that is on here. So you're not crowd controlled for as long, and you can cast your skills more often. and not get interrupted as much. So that's why you would get your tough boots. Also, most of the magic damage in this game is broken, so you want to kind of scale towards magic defense more than anything, because you're born on the battlefield with an innate amount of physical defense, but not an innate amount of magical defense, and that's reflected in your passive. If you look at your stats, you're always going to have more physical defense than you have magical defense. And since your first core items on Ruby are Haas and Damais, you sometimes, most of the time, if you're trying to juggle and balance damage, you're going to want to build tough boots. Again, the only exception to that is if you're fighting something really strong, physical wise, or like if most of like 3+ of the enemies are physical defense, that's the only time you get tough boots. I mean, sorry, warrior boots. Otherwise, for sure, I would recommend tough boots on her. Okay. Other than that, attack item wise, if you're trying to go for more attack damage and CDR, your best bet is something, because Ruby is more of like a chain CC type person. You're gonna actually, you know, you guys know how much I hate War Axe, okay? So War Axe as an item, I really hate, because the stacks are so hard to maintain. But for somebody like Ruby, it's really easy to keep up her stacks on War Axe. And your only other real option is Endless Battle, which is not bad. Like, don't get me wrong, Endless Battle is not bad, because after every little dash, you can, you know, it's just a little bit different, because you're gonna have to do it like a AA in between each thing. That's the only reason I wouldn't recommend EB. It does do more, like, it does do damage, don't get me wrong. Like, if I bring up a damage bar right here, and we start, like, doing, you know, skills on it, 774, let me remove it again, 774 with your S2, and then we do a little basic right after, 1364, right? Of course, you know, granted, it's gonna do that. But if you put the bot over here, and you get War Axe, you're simply just gonna do more damage. I'm gonna stack up to make it fair, of course. I'm gonna stack up on War Axe because we want to give it a fair comparison. Yeah, see? So it does 100 more damage, but you have all the other benefits that War Axe brings, which is, you know, a little bit more pen, a little bit more attack scaling. So while your phases, if you remember, it was 774 with just S2 alone previously. While your phases may be doing, or your overall damage may not be that different, where it comes different is right here in your heal. You get 958 versus 774, so you're doing more damage to heal from. And that's the thing about Ruby, you have to juggle her tankiness. You have to juggle her tankiness. If you're a true Ruby player, you're going to have to juggle her tankiness, her damage output, and her lifesteal. Those are the three things that are balanced in your hands. So the key, I would say, is to know when to build your items. I also use BLX on her. Personally, I would recommend BLX over EB. Again, because I just don't like the playstyle of punching in between every skill cast. It feels like I'm losing time here. You know? I hear War Axe is the Lorax trust? Most of my fellow Ruby peers go burst Ruby. I'm not really a fan of that either. Yeah, no. It's all about balance. It's really balance. To make up for if enemies go defensive, Unbending Will covers that. Last 2 items can beat any defense item. Yeah, so you can go, I would say, realistically in this meta right now, for Ruby, if I had to give my own build, I think I just saw you just posted your abilities, so yeah, give me a sec, I'll check in a sec. If it's me playing right now with Ruby, I do a toss-up between Bloodlust Axe and War Axe, depending on the enemies. If the enemies are squishy, like 3+ of the enemies are squishy, I get War Axe. If 3+ are kind of like fighters, or if like the enemy is kind of chonky, I would get War Axe. Not War Axe, Bloodlust Axe. And if they're all like very bursty, I might switch up and get a defense item right after instead. You know, get chonkiness. But yeah, then after this, I definitely get Athena's, because that's just what I'm gonna die to. And then the last item is going to be a toss-up between Blade Armor and either War Axe or like Rose Gold, if I still need more magic res, because I think at least in my experience in playing Ruby, when I get rose gold, it boosts the lifesteal a little bit, but that's really not why I get it. I don't claim it for that. I get it for that shield. Once again, it's that lifeline passive, so once you get low and all that, once you're in that danger zone, you can really come back from the brink of death that much faster. But my build usually will end up looking something like this in this current meta, either War Axe or Bloodless Axe, and then the last two items will be something like this, because Rose Gold is a hybrid item. It's gonna work for both types of damages, because the shield does not discriminate between either or in a sense. And when you're low or when you're just stacking passives, it's actually pretty balanced. You see 264 and 291, a little bit tilted towards the magic defense. Let me take another punch here. Almost died there. Okay. And they buffed how Rose Gold meter works, so it's even better now. But here you go. 300 and 328. So that's very balanced in my opinion. Once again, my numbers are boosted because of Tank Emblem, which adds another like flat 35. But it's absolutely not necessary to use the Tank Emblem. We'll talk about the emblems in a little bit. But I'd say Ruby's strengths are the fact that you can, if you master itemization on her, and you manage to balance just how tanky you can be and how much damage you can do, that would be her biggest strength, because it's very hard to counter a very good Ruby player that knows how to use their items properly, and they don't just go for full like, oh, I play Ruby, I build BOD because damage and heals. Like, don't get me wrong, you can build BOD realistically in some games and profit off of it, but it doesn't always work out like that. So yeah, personally, if you want the key, in my opinion, to Ruby's success, you guys can double check me on this. Isoya, what do you think of here? You got your only other like sweaty Ruby player here, right? Or Kev should be too. Kev, aren't you pretty much a Ruby main dude? But anyways, correct me if I'm wrong here, but I do believe that Ruby's key, like, to success entirely, is the ability to balance your skill casting based on the enemy crowd control. Like, the more crowd control the enemy has, the tankier you have to build, because it means to you, what that means is the least amount of time you can cast your skills. If you can't cast your skills, you can't heal. So what good is it? Tell me, what good is it to build Ruby, to build her? What good is it to build Ruby with, and you're gonna see it, I mean, you can literally clearly see it. What good is it? What good is it to do this, to heal these amounts, if you can't even cast the skills and you get bursted in like one shot? Like, what actual good is it? You're gonna die. Yeah, congratulations, you can heal almost all the way to max HP if you can cast that skill. The problem is, if you can cast that skill before you die. So balance of the more enemy crowd control, the more tanky you have to build. That's just the way it works, you know? It's just the way it works. Truth. There you go. It's not that there's there's no benefits to building burst. There's hella benefits to building burst, but you can't build burst if you're gonna get one shot, you know? Be realistic about your build. I've been doing fine. I've had many table turns when using my build. Exactly. Alright, let me read your build. I think I read it a little bit up. Hold up. Yeah. I read the comment of, yeah, most people go burst Ruby, and that's exactly why I don't like it, man. Personally. Brute force buff is gonna be amazing for Ruby. Ooh, what's the buff? Few users can utilize it well. Yep. The only damage items I use on her is those three: War Axe, Haas, and Endless Battle. Yeah, those fine. I just like Rose Gold a little bit over EB because I'm just not used to that playstyle of, dash and then punch. I'm not used to that personally. I feel like I'm taking too much time, too many frames to do things that I could be doing otherwise. Bloodlust can do things for Ruby, yes. Bullocks if you just want more sustain, but then you lose the mono regen from EB. That is true. That is true. That's a very underrated thing to mention about Eevee. And some people actually like to build a Thunder Build on her for the slowdown. But if you're doing that, if you're building Thunderbolt, you know, that's fine. It's just not worth it, IMO. If you would literally, if you want to build Thunderbolt, I'd say you're better off getting EB and then a chonky item than Thunderbolt personally, but you know, I digress. If you want the AoE slowdown effect of Thunderbolt, if that's what you want, that's what you think is worth, then go for it, you know? If you aren't paying attention as you spam her skills, you will drain mana fast. Yes, you will. Interesting. Oracle plus Rose Gold would work too. Yep. Oh, and fun fact, they buffed the way that shields work. So, remember what we were talking about earlier with the whole how anti-regen works? If you have a shield, however, that is 1,000 shield in quantity, and you have Rose Gold, and it gets boosted to 1,300, just for example, just for simple math, okay? When you get a life drain effect on you, the shield is affected, but is not as affected as hardcore. It's actually an additive, so your shield will only be 800. It won't be 650. It won't be like nerfed in half like your regen will. Shields are a little bit stronger against anti-regen effects than actual regen effects. Just FYI. I love Rose Gold, but lately there's been too much burst. Well, that's why Rose Gold been buffed for that magic burst. You know? They got the 30 flat magic defense, and then there's like another extra 25 when you get low. That's why it got buffed, because Moonton recognized that. Seems interesting. Might try it out. Yep. Trust. I'm catching up on chat, guys. Sorry. I'm almost there. How nerf of passive of Fanny? How does the nerf of the passive on Fanny affect her damage on the advanced server? Ooh, we can test that. We can find out. We can find out right after we talk about Ruby. I can go up on the advanced server and we can check out the new Damais too. Nah, the defense got nerfed. What? Oh, the 10% CDR. Yeah, that's gonna hurt Ruby IMO. The 10% CDR is actually gonna hurt her because Haas Claws is very critical on her, but then Damais, you know, comes in with that 10% CDR clutch, you know? So, like, if you don't have that, you might have to tune your emblem towards CDR, so we're gonna talk about that upcoming nerf of Damais. Nerf and buff, you know? We're gonna have to adjust, we're gonna have to compensate for that, and we'll actually get out of this game so we can talk about that. But yeah. Meh, Thunderbolt, already have so much CC, you don't really need it. Exactly, that's my opinion too. I really don't like it. But some people really argue for it. Like, aggressively argue for it, but not me. Not me. I tried this just to test it out in a battle, and Ice King 1 works for Ruby? That's insane. We have to swap the new Damais for the new Brute Force. What is the new Brute Force buff? But yeah, I'd say the strength of Ruby, like I said before, is the ability to come back from the brink of death in literally Uno reverse games, especially from sweaty Rubies. You know, you just need your roamer to do that, you know, conceal set, flicker hook, ult. It's on par with Atlas in terms of sets potential. The potential of sets to like literally just change the entire flow of the match. One good ult, forget about it. And so I'm gonna tie that back to the playstyles. The builds we were talking about, the defense build that I like to use, that's one extreme. the full attack that most people like to build, that's the other extreme. You guys should not do either of those. You guys should do the middle. That should be your build for her. Somewhere in the middle. What we talked about towards the end, that should be something very close to your build. Balance your tankiness based on how much chain crowd control the enemy has, how much burst they have. Balance your tankiness, make sure you're surviving long enough in team fights for your skills to actually go off long enough for you to heal. That should be what you need to focus on. That should be your playstyle on her. It shouldn't be about doing the most damage, it shouldn't be about tanking the most damage, it should be about balance. That's your playstyle, that's your build. Emblem wise, that should reflect in your emblem. You can go FOB. It works, it's fine. FOB is nice. If you do FOB, I would recommend you go for the typical boost your attack stuff, and then you'll get FOB. The other option is the ignore these stats. I would say go bravery, full bravery, invasion, and unbending will. Like I said, I'm a big fan of this one too. I just personally cannot afford to take that into solo queue. In solo queue, I'm literally forced to do this because otherwise I just won't sustain for long enough. The other option you have is to max out greed, which is the lifesteal on her. And if you do that, you'll be getting, I believe, I'll just reset this because this is easy to reset. Yeah, 5%, and then you get buff and movement speed. And usually people get Electro Flash for this on Ruby. But if you do this and you compare it, let's go here, FOB, Hamburger. Oh, Hamburger, where you at? If you compare it, yeah, you're gonna get 10% lifesteal, which translates to whatever 10 times 115% is of 10 or whatever. So I don't think it's 15%. Is it? Is my math failing me? Calculator chan! Mushy mushy! 10 times 1.15, it should be, yeah, 11.5. I thought so. It's not 15. So early game, you literally spawn with technically 21.5 spell vamp percent. With no items, no nothing. Straight off, right off the bat. Oh, and we should talk about itemization while we're at it. The vampire mallet should be your first item you get right after like basic boots. Like go ahead and get your basic boots so you're not like super slow, turtly slow, but rush that vampire mallet for sure. Then finish your boots. Just another tip. But yeah. They gave the 10% CDR from the Ice to brute force. Ah. Wait, but isn't... Okay, then they reduced the HP and its armor slightly, but it's already garbage at... What? Nah, might as well get Oracle at that point. Why even bother? Just get Oracle at that point. So... That's insane. That's actually insane. We might be forced to build Oracle in the advanced server. I don't really use FOB anymore because you barely get kills with Ruby. Okay, fair point. Fair point. I tried Emblem on her. It's absolutely meh early game because no innate pen. Exactly. So if you're gonna go Emblem on her, guys, make sure that you do it when the enemy is full of squishies, because that's when it's gonna shine. If you're taking Emblem into a lot of enemies that are chonky, you're gonna die. You're gonna die. We legit have no more CDR, but if we need it, we'll get crap defense. Exactly. Okay, let me switch over to the advanced server real quick, okay? Let me do this real quick. You guys can enjoy my my computer screen for a little bit. Switch account. No, not the account. Switch server. Give me too advanced. Give me advanced or give me death. But thank you for coming into the stream, Misoya, and giving all your Ruby experiences here. New brute force is like a second tier component. I'm not gonna recommend it. If all they added was CDR, I would be okay with it. But if they nerfed stats, I'm gonna be malding. My search history is weird for nothing. What? Bean? Hello? Stop being sus? What in the sus? Oh, the season just reset on the advanced server, guys. Check it out. Ooh. Is the aspirants out? Oh. No, go away. I don't. Oh. What is this? Rewards? Even though I don't play, trust. Let's go. I don't play on the advanced server because I would lag. Let my resources download a little bit, guys. Meanwhile, we can look at those items. But yeah, any other insights I might be missing on Ruby? Anything I'm missing? I think I covered basically all her bases there. Oh yeah, battle spells. Obviously Flicker. 100% Flicker. I've seen Vengeance work. Personally, I've seen it work. But you're gonna lose out on Flicker. I think Flicker is just too important on her to be doing anything else, really. Personally. I don't think I would recommend anything but Flicker on her. But I have seen Vengeance work. I've seen it work. What can I say? Yeah, Flicker's just her bread and butter. Yeah, exactly. Do you think Ruby mains are going to go back to Thunderbelt? I think they are. And that's a problem. Alright, let's check out these new defense items. I'm really curious now. Let's see. Twilight Armor, no change. Radiant, no change. Brute Force. 1870, okay. But you only get 600 HP. Okay. You get 30 defense, okay. Casting skills and basic attacks, range 2 movement speed, and 4 physical and magical defense capped at 5 stacks, so 20. So you get 50 physical defense? Which is really low. Well, I guess not. It's on. Well, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I was gonna say it's really low. But have you guys noticed that all your physical items have been getting nerfed? Immortality 20, Brute Force 30, except when you buff it up, it gets up to 50. Antique 54. That's always been like that. That's okay because the passive on it is really strong. Damai 70. That's always been like that. 90 on Blade Armor. That's always been like that. But I remember Thunderbolt having more. Now it only has 40. You know, I don't know. It feels kind of sus. Warrior boots have more physical defense than this. Yeah. Yup. We low-key might have to start recommending warrior boots. Screw the resilience. We need a defense item. What is this? Because, well, no. There's actually a reason for doing that. With this new update, we might have to see builds. We might have to see this. We might actually have to see this. Look at this. Look at this right here. We might actually have to do this. I'm literally internally puking at doing this, but we might have to. We might have to do something like this. Like, this might be Ruby's new build right here. You might still have to get Athena's Shield in some rare cases, but this might be her new build. With trading between Bloodlust and War Axe. This is insane. That might be her new build. Like her new balanced build. That's crazy. Actually crazy. Sorry, I don't have good emblems on this server. Ruby users always find a way to bounce back. Yeah, it might just be you have to build the boots. It might just be that way. I'd only use Vengeance if I know my team is going to be utterly useless without me. Yeah, that's when I've seen it work. 1v5. Yeah. That, like a Fredrin type style. Petrify. I've seen that work against Claude. Specifically. And that's the only thing you would ever take it. Ever. Yeah, if you want to make it, you need a... Yeah, exactly. No sacrifices here. Screw that. Die. Okay. So... let's go ahead and do this. Let's see what we're dealing with. Defense, you definitely want to get... always get the rock potion on her. Yes, here come the people saying the power potion gives you that extra lifesteal. Woo-hoo-hoo, whoop-dee-dee-whoop. No, resilience. More important. Even more important now that you can't even have it on your boots. So, let me see. Let's find out. Damage bot, please. Yes. Alright, if we have this kind of stats, we're looking at 274, 224, which is fine. That's fine because when you get low, you're gonna get that extra buff from the rose gold. Oh my god, I should not have healed so fast. I think it was up. Come on, buddy. I think I burned the passive by accident. 40-second cooldown. Yeah, I burned the passive. I was trying to get max stacks, but also be low. I need to turn off this AI or I'm just gonna die. Here we go. 250. 274, 250. That's pretty balanced. All things considered. I say that's the closest you're gonna get to it. And if the new Ruby is forced to build Oracle for CDR, you might not even be able to build Rose Gold that quick, even though it would be ideal to do so. You might be looking at something more along the lines. You see, the problem is, or not really a problem, the thing is when you have Oracle, you can either choose War Axe or Bloodlust, but because you have Oracle, it'd probably be more convenient to get Bloodlust in this scenario, and then top it off with BLX. I mean Rose Gold. Oh, reflex. You might have to do something like this, but even then, that's only 20% CDR. I don't know how I feel about that. I really don't know how I feel about that. What's going on? What do you guys think? Are we gonna be looking at something like this for the 30% CDR? What are you guys thinking? New Ruby, new build? What's this? This last item has to be a defense item. I'm looking at this, but it's so garbage. It's so garbage. Trust, they got buffed to 5% spell them. I don't want to recommend that item. College is stressful? Hell yeah. Shout out to all my homies in college. Turret damage melt to the chef. Yeah. The minus 10% CDR is really... Yeah, I think that's actually... Like, I appreciate the buff, but can you not take away the CDR? Thank you. It's like actually critical because you're gonna have to slot in Oracle first. It's very critical. Because if you don't... you're gonna have to put a CDR item here. I No! What is this shit? Are we looking at a ruby without has claws? Is that what we're looking at? A ruby without has claws? Nah, that's insane. This would be 40% CDR. It should be. What is this? There's literally no other CDR item except for brute force, and it's so garbage. Are you forced to build it? Copium. Let's keep it up. Let's keep it stacked. We'll see. Woohoo! So nice. Endless lifesteal is also trash. BLX Ruby meta. Copium indeed. I'm not even a Ruby player. I'm not even like a Ruby like main. I can play Ruby. I've played her on stream before. I've done a whole stream on her before. But this nerf, this nerf. Holy crap! Why the mauled? The mauled. He sounds like he's slowly dying inside, bro. I can feel the universal death of Ruby mains here. It's in my soul. It resonates. Tonight's gonna be a short stream, by the way, guys. Like I said, I woke up before stream, but at least as long as you finish talking about Ruby, we'll end it off there. Damn, this is so copium. Hold up. Trust. Oh. No. Yeah. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Oh my goodness gracious. 10, 20, 30. Ten, 20, 30. 40. Copium. Welcome to your new Ruby build. Welcome to your new Ruby build. I'm literally like covering my eyes. What the hell? Welcome to your new Ruby. This is what ML wants you to have. This is what ML wants you to have. This is what we wanted. Copium. I'm gonna do something real quick. I need to do one more test before I leave the advanced server. Excuse me while I do this. Curiosity kills the cat. You guys think we can find some solution in the emblem? We might have to find a CDR emblem. We might have to cope with assassin emblem? I know assassin emblem has CDR. We might have to take a look at assassin emblem once I get back on the original server. Okay. I'm just gonna get a bunch of wind talkers for this test. We'll manage somehow as much as this hurts our souls. Or I refuse to let that be my build. Commenting kawaii on all his videos. Hey yo. Okay, here we go. Why did I put another defense bot right after I removed it? Copium. No. Okay, normal bot. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and that should be the most I would ever see in a match. Give me this. Wind Talker, thank you. Okay, so attack speed 3.0 flat. 2.33. Okay. Well then. Let me double check with calculator chan. Times what is the part that gets nerfed? Hold up. Which part actually gets affected by this demise? Reduces the attack speed heroes nearby enemies heroes to 65%, not by 65%. I swear if this is a translation error, I'm gonna mauled. 1.85. Okay, 1.85 minus 1.18. 1.85 minus 1.18. I can't do the math. 67. Not 65. Okay. Is that a flat extra? Okay. If I sell a Wind Talker. Oh, I'm at the limit. Sorry. 1.63 should turn down to 1. A little bit below 1. 1.63 got nerfed to 0.66. 0.66 out of 1.63. Reduces it. That's 40%. Reduced. Okay. It's a translation error. It does not get reduced. Reduces the attack to 65%. That is incorrect. It reduces it by 65%. So you only have 40%. The way it just worked is it turned it down to the 40%. Okay, let me look at... I was just looking at the extra. Let me look at the total now. Let me look at the total. 2.78 is a total. It might be based on the final. If it's a final, that's your first phaser. Final attack speed reduction ever in the game. 1.81. 1.81 out of... I like saying phaser anyways. It rolls off the tongue quite nice. 1.181 out of 2.78 is 65%. Okay, so that might be what we're looking at here. Let me sell another one of these. So 2.38 should be should be 1.54 if this is how it works. Yeah, 1.55. 1.547 rounded up 1.55. Okay. So whatever your attack speed is, the green one, ignore the everything in parentheses. It's a final attack speed reduction, your first phaser debuff in the game. So that's whatever your attack speed is, it gets nerfed by 65% straight up, right off the bat. So if we have an attack speed of 2.78, right? 3 is the max, by the way. And there's 2 Damice users. The question is, does it stack? I don't think it stacks. If it stacks, it would break the game. It literally would break the math of the game. 1.81 out of 2.78, I'm pretty sure is what we just had anyways. Yeah, 65%. It does not stack. Alright. And over here in between 3 people with Damice, it does not stack. It used to stack, now it does not stack. Okay. Wow. Aren't you guys happy that Wanwan is immune to this? At least during her ult. But yeah. Okay, so Damice is actually freaking broken. My audio is lagging behind a little bit for some reason. I do not know why. That's so weird. Yeah, it's actually lagging behind a little bit. I'm not sure what's going on here. Let me see if I can fix it. Sorry about that, Chiefs. Give me a second here. Audio device. Yeah. Let me unplug my phone and see if it fixes the lag here. I don't think I can fix it. It might just be like a computer, like a lag interface thing. Alright, it's okay. We get the point anyways. So yeah, that's your first phaser debuff now. Get. That's insane. A phaser debuff is insane. What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? All MM using golden DH. This ruins them. Literally ruins them. The only marksmen that are not affected by this completely is Wan during ultimate, right? Kimmy, Leslie, Burst Bruno, like the one that just deals 1 or 2 attacks and one-shots you. Clint, Granger, and Beatrix can navigate around it too. Everybody else is affected to a very, very large degree, you know. IMO. Oh, sorry about that. That says Zask. It's not supposed to be Zask. I'm going back to the original server. We're going to find an emblem for that new Ruby before we leave. Brody? Yeah, Brody. Think about it this way. He's going to be one of the least affected, but he's still going to be affected. He's already slow as hell, you know? Couple that with what's going to happen. I don't know. Wait, what is this? What is this? What is Sapphire talking about? Hold up, wait a minute. Hold up. I just caught on. Hold up. Whoa. Let me read up on this. Y'all trying to be sneaky here. Hold up. Uh-huh. Italian soup, pizza, and pasta? What? Sapphire Senpai? Trust? Ah. Hey, yo? Cook her some Italian, bro? Don't forget melee attack speed heroes like Zilong, Argus, Freya, etc. Mine's been a long time now, but we must press on. Sauce? What's going on here? Alright. See if this should do that. There we go. Okay, good. Someone save me. Okay. Is there a CDR in here? No CDR in the physical here. Are we gonna have to go here? Are we gonna have to do this? 10% CDR, pen. High and dry? Oh my goodness. I mean, you could go for the spell vamp instead of the pen, so you have built-in physical pen. Let's see how bad it looks. 5% spell vamp. Huh. Okay. Hear me out, hear me out, hear me out, hear me out. Ruby. Oh, I like this song. Savannah. So, hear me out, hear me out. Hear me out. Hear me out. So, how about we do this on Ruby? Right? And how about oh, that hurt. That hurt to touch. Oh shit. How about we do this for Ruby? Then we have, oh my god, wrong. Then we have 10, 20 with the emblem. Then we have 30 over here eventually. You know, spell him from assassin if he decided to place Lamau. Yeah. What if we do this? What if we do this? You know, because look, listen, hear me out. Hear me out. You know, listen. You have 20% spell vamp, right? Then you have another 25 plus 15 times 1.15x, which whatever that turns into. You know, once again, Calculator Kun, I ask for your assistance here. Alright. Plus 20. So when you're low HP, you'll have 66% spell vamp, right? Alright. Plus 10 because of passive. You'll have 76% spell vamp. And then when you get Queen's Wings, right? When you're low, you'll have another 5, right? So you'll have 86% spell vamp. And when it procs, right? When it procs, you'll get another 35% spell vamp, right? So you have 121. You know? So like, ignore the DR. You know, let's just ignore the DR completely. You know, it does have a 1 minute cooldown. We want it for the HP, right? Let's just go for the HP argument. HP alone, HP and CDR, is that worth it over the new brute force? Is the HP and CDR of Queen's Wings more valuable than the HP, CDR, and regen buff you would get from Oracle? Like, these are the two contested items now. I'm not resorting to support emblem because no lifesteal. Yep. What phone do I use? Samsung S22 Ultra. That was an old Ruby build for the emblem setup. It was good, but it's outdated. Zero, are you trying to poison me? No, Moonton is trying to poison you, not me. 20% DR absolutely does shit. Yeah, I agree. So, I mean, we don't have any options here. Your other option is Thunderbelt, and we're not going to talk about that, are we? Brute Force is garbage, because you don't, like, think about it. Your problem, look at the problem you're running into, okay? Look at the actual problem you're running into. Let's just say, you know, for argument's sake, you get the new brute force. Let's say you're looking at something like this. Do you know how low your HP pool is gonna be with this? Like, think about it. Your Dom Ice gives you no HP. The only HP you're gonna get like actual HP, is gonna be from brute force, which is garbage. It's doo-doo. And you literally will have to build War Axe for that 550 HP. The only other option you have is to build this item because it has a lot of HP. It has 150 more than this, right? It's literally one of the highest HP items in the game. You don't have many options here, guys. You literally don't have many options here. Guys, let's be sneaky here while Zero's not looking. Oh, I'm looking. Moshi Moshi? You're literally everyone. Holy shit, do you even register something else? TBH, fair point. New Brute Force is now much more... Yeah. Like, it's either gonna be... Like, your new Ruby has to do Bloodless stacks first in order to get the CDR, like before. But your defense item is going to have to be either Queen's Wings or Oracle. I can't think of any other item to justify in here. I really can't. What you gonna put in here? You can put Athena's shield in here, right? Because you don't have any actual, magic res. So we can argue an Athena's shield in here. That's 900 HP. That's fine and dandy. But then it begs the question: what's your final item? What are you gonna put there? I'd say at least, at least you'll get it up to here. Your final item is very dicey. I'm gonna leave it like this for now. I'm literally gonna leave it like this for now. Okay. I'm gonna say new Ruby. Oracle doesn't fully counter anti-heal besides the 10% CDR. Exactly. You will actually be better off building a damage item if you're trying to heal more. Because you'll actually kill people better. And if you want mobility, like literally, why does Brute Force Breastplate exist? What even does it do? Like, look, 770 HP, right? And then 30 defense on the advanced server. It goes up to 50. 50. It goes up to 50. So you got that. Okay, so it's like the defense version of War Axe, but War Axe has CDR, HP, pen. It even has pen. It also gives you movement speed at full stacks. Like, come on. Like, the movement speed is 2% here times 5. That's 10%. It gives more movement speed than Brute Force. Like, this might be the build right here. Same with wings. Yeah. Montan better above Ruby because this is so much copium. This might be the build. Let me put the stuff back on here. This might be your new build for Ruby. This might literally be what you're forced to use on the new Ruby. Unfortunately. Sorry, guys. Sorry, Ruby mains. I apologize for Moonton's skill issue. Bloodlust Axe was Ruby as first item. I don't really know how to feel. I mean, if you don't get it, right? Think about it this way. You can skip it. You can skip getting that first. Oh, we might be able to itemize our way through it. Oh, shoot. Actually, hold up. Because it might not be that bad. Hold up. Because your build path would be something like this. This will no longer have CDR. But you might be able to cope. Hold up. If you do this build path, it might work actually. Think about it. Because you might be able to do this. So we're already at 30% CDR, right? Well, 20%. You have to ignore you have to subtract 10, right? But we'd be at 20. You know, 10 from the emblem, 5 here, 5 here. That's 20. You have your vampire mallet. You could actually get your complete highest claws and have 20% CDR early game like you normally would, right? And then once you complete your highest claws and your Dom Ice, you have 20% CDR. Then you can finish your Bloodlust, right? Then you would have your 30% CDR. No. It wouldn't even turn to 30. It would turn into 25% CDR. Then you have to get another one of these guys. You'd have to get one of these in order to get up to 30%. Right? Yeah, this would be 10 from the emblem, 10 from Bloodlust, 20, and then 30 here. Which would mean you'd have to build War Axe next, realistically. Which means you can't get Athena Shield to the very end. And I don't know how to feel about that. I feel like that's a nerf because you have no magic res. I mean, you're literally going to be relying 100%. You're going to have to make the choice between 20... Well, actually, it's not that bad. No, you don't have to build it. I take that back. You can literally keep this hero ring, then build Athena's, and you'll be stuck at 25% CDR, right? We can actually itemize our way through it. It doesn't feel right not getting Haas class first. I think we can cope with it. I think it can work. I think it can work because if you use the Assassin emblem, you won't be losing out on damage for sure. And High and Dry will boost your 1v1 regen. So hold up, let's do this. Let's do this. The new Ruby build. What do you guys think this? What do you guys think about that? The new Ruby build will be basic boots, right? Not tough boots. Basic boots, vampire mallet. Okay. Finish boots. So tough boots. Then get your hero ring, which is the component for your War Axe. Get the hero ring, and then get your Iron Hunting Bow, which builds into Bloodless Axe in the future. But then you have your hero ring and your hunting bow, right? You have these two, so you have 10% CDR. That's 900 gold, of course, but you are getting some. At least you're getting 10 physical attack copium and 150 HP copium. But then you can build your Dom Ice, and Dom Ice is nice to build because it has the Black Eye Shield and the Steel Leg Plates, right? So then you can build your Dom Ice freely, right? Then you can take your Vampire Mallet, turn that into your Hat's Claws. Once you get your Hat's Claws, turn your Bloodlust Axe, right? Then you'll be sitting at 25% CDR like we talked about earlier. You have your defense slot open for Athena's Shield, which is necessary in this meta. And then you can just round it off with completing your War Axe. Or, the hero ring is also a component for Oracle, so you can finish and get an Oracle if you need it. So that right there might be your best bet at doing anything with Ruby. That's gonna be my final decision. Like that's in my opinion, the new Ruby, your last item is gonna be a toss-up. That hero ring gets converted into either War Axe or Oracle, depending on the match. That's what I'm gonna say. I'm putting my hand on the table. That's my final build. Copium. Assassin emblem. Spell that Ruby. I came in here. Everything I knew about Ruby is being turned upside down. Faster monitoring, yup. There's no other thing. There's literally no other emblem that's gonna work here. Unless we're gonna cope with tanky emblem CDR. And even then, the CDR is not gonna be... Literally nothing else gives CDR on that level. Oh my goodness. The only thing that would save Ruby is if they buff Bounty Hunter to proc on assists as well. Or something. I don't know what they're thinking. I don't know how they're going to buff her because this is looking like a nightmare. I mean, the buff would be to reduce her mana costs. Just be Cancer and get blue buff. Yeah, that could work, yeah. Endless battle is better than if it's CDR you want. No. That's the problem though. You can't get EB though. If you get EB, you have to sell your hero ring, right? You sell your hero ring. It's only 10%. It got nerfed. I don't know. I feel like EB is mediocre for healing on her. For CDR it's fine, but Warax just superior there. I love high and dry. It helps with the lane sometimes. Good. Ruby's a team fighter. Oh, so I'm not really buying in on high and dry. I mean, what are you gonna do if you don't do that though? Like, what are you gonna do? you have no option. You're okay. No. I take that back. You can keep your current emblem. You can keep your current emblem, right? Yeah. Keep your current emblem, but you're gonna have to put that in there. And I don't know how you feel about that. Do you feel worse about those boots, or do you feel worse about the emblem? What do you think? So mostly support emblem heart. Ew. See that assassin emblem build you're using is from 2017 to 2018. Well, here comes the loop. Copium. Honestly, I could deal with magic shoes. You think so? You think you could deal with magic shoes? You think you could deal with magic shoes, huh? Unbending wheel magic shoes or FOB? For some reason, I'm not convinced. How about Ruby with Beatrix build, full pen? Oh, the damage Ruby. We talked about that earlier. It's fine if you're trying to do, like, if the enemy has very low CC, it's actually pretty good. If you go damage Ruby, your only risk is that you're gonna get, not going to, but you run the risk of getting one shot, getting bursted before you can cast your skills, or getting stun locked and not being able to cast skills. The damage of going full damage, the risk of going full damage is that you may not be able to proc your skills enough to survive. That's what we were talking about earlier. Going full tank is bad, going full damage is bad. You have to maintain some type of balance. That's what we were talking about earlier on Ruby. You have to worry about getting CC'd to death now? Yes. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So yeah, just reiterated it. That's basically what we were talking about earlier. And if you think about, I mean, you have to put it in the perspective of the meta, you know, in the meta heroes, which we can do that in game, right? Like, I forgot if we could do it from here. Yeah, we can do it from here. Let's check it out. Look, we'll go to the hero ranking. Popularity wise, I guess we'll go by ban rates. The meta heroes are really gonna abuse you. There's a lot of crowd control up there, except for Joy. There's a lot of crowd control up there. A lot of crowd control mixed with burst, which is exactly the right combination to make burst Ruby very weak. Like Fredrin will be the bane of your existence as a burst Ruby. As a like hybrid Ruby, no way, no chance. Like you'll be fine against the Fredrin. But if you're playing burst, oh my goodness, in any team fight you're gonna get canceled. You know what? I'm going to have to persevere. I'm not losing Ruby so easily. The hero that brought me from the dark. I mean, but you have to think about it this way, Kev. What good is Ruby at the same time if she doesn't have enough CDR to spam her skills? Like, at least 20 to 30%, you know? Like, I don't think, like, trust me, I think this Damai's buff is really good, but they should not have removed the CDR from it and put it on some useless item like Brute Force. Like, Brute Force would have been fine. Like, we would actually put it in there if they had some kind of actual HP on it. If it had like 1000 HP, hybrid defense 50, literally a 50 hybrid defense, 30 hybrid defense baseline, not just physical, 30 hybrid defense buffed up to 50 with max stacks with 1000 HP and 10% CDR. That item right there is balanced perfectly fine. I would put it on. I would literally make it take the place of Athena's shield right there. Right there. But it's so garbage. I can't even recommend it. I'm not gonna be a sitting duck when all my skills are on cooldown. Fight a lot less? No, it's worse than that. It's not even about fighting a lot less. You're just not gonna be able to do team fights as much. Like prolonged team fights. You know, the one thing Ruby's good at, you're not gonna be able to do that if you don't cope. You need to cope. They're not trying to kill it, they're trying to change it. They're trying to change it into this. And in order to properly do this, you need to itemize. So I'll make a video about this. New Damais. Or I guess I say new. I'll put this in the thumbnail. I'll put Damais and Brute Force. I guess I'll just put Damais because that's what matters. Damais minus 10% CDR. I'll put Ruby in there. And I'll talk about what we talked about on stream today, which is finding that balance. And how this is unverified yet. Like, we haven't actually tested this with the new Ruby. We have to wait for this to actually work. But for now, I'm going to recommend this current emblem or this one. You know, these two variants. But that new Ruby might have to be building this emblem, unfortunately. You know? We have to do a lot of testing. Yeah. That's the beauty of the game, I guess. I need to flip these two priority wise. There we go. Well, there you have it, guys. There's what Moonton wants you to do. Moonton wants you to itemize, because otherwise there's no way in hell you're gonna get 10% CDR. And even then, your 10% CDR is behind a 900 gold barrier, where before your 10% CDR, think about it, your 10% CDR was behind literally this item, which would build into this. So not only do you not have the ability to build Black Eye's shield, get your 10% CDR, and then, you know, worry, like, you could literally do, like, currently you can do Vampire Mallet, Black Eye's shield, finish Haas, finish Damais, you know, there you go. Straight off, right off the bat, you have your CDR, right? You can't do that anymore. Now you have to literally spend 900 gold elsewhere before you can even get these items. And when you do get these items, it's going to be better for you to get the still the Black Eye's shield. I was going to say this, but think about it. This one has the mana, and we're already suffering on mana, so it's so copium. From a statistical point of view, this is better to purchase because it's cheaper. But from a realistic point of view, you're gonna have to buy the Black Eye shield first because the mana problem. So there you go. Yeah, Black Eye Shield gives 10% CDR right now. That's insane. No. Hold up. I will go back to the advanced server. I'm pretty sure they removed it from the Black Eye Shield on the advanced server. I'm pretty sure they did. I'm pretty sure they did. Moonton. Because if they didn't, we might have to build that Black Ice Shield, you know? Yeah, and so it's pretty meh, but it has the mana, so you're gonna have to build it anyways because mana. Unless you want to recall every 5 minutes or every 2 minutes. All right, let's check it out. We are here. We are on the advanced server. It's loading up. Give me a second. Give it a second to load up on the computer. Or I guess not. Hello? Connected to external display. Okay, when is it gonna come up? Okay, there it is. Yep, as expected. What the hell? Whoa, guys. Sean Spencer tier list. I have not updated that yet. I'm gonna try to work on that tomorrow. Yo, no. Okay, yeah, it loses it, yes, but like, hold up, did you guys see this? Arctic Cold, reduce the attack speed of nearby enemy heroes to 65%. This is 85%. Is that a typo? It better be a typo. Oh, it better be a typo. Dude, if they put that on the component, that's insane. That's insane. Hold up. What is this? 85%? What the hell? Hold up. We gotta verify it. Wait, break out the calculator time. Hold up. Hold up. There's no way. There's no way. Moonton, you do not do this. Chotomate. Chotomate kudasai. Hold up. Alright, 2.78. Let me get the dumb eyes. No. Let me get the dumb eyes. Alright. And then let me close the lane. Turn off the AI. I'm still getting a reskin. I don't care. Okay, bet. You do that. Normal bot. That one has the dumb ice, okay? This other bot is gonna have the Black Eye Shield. Okay. Okay, so 2.78 down to 1.81. Just to verify that one more time, I'm actually gonna put it in here. That is a 65% reduction right there. Alright, now we go over here. Oh, what? It doesn't proc? Wait, is there a condition for it? What? It doesn't proc. Huh? This one procs. The other one didn't proc. Huh? Wait, but it is procking. What the hell? It just doesn't have the... Oh, because it doesn't have... No. It does proc, but it doesn't have the life drain. 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 That's my bad. That's my bad. It does proc, but it doesn't have the life drain. I'm used to seeing the icon of life drain indicate that. So the life drain is not procking. So you get the life drain when you upgrade. Okay. 2.78. 2.36. Okay, that's a little bit less. It's not that broken. Okay. Yeah, okay, 285%. 65%. Yeah, so it is correct. Whatever it's a phaser debuff still. So whatever your final attack speed is, it gets reduced to only be basically 85% of the original value. So if you have 100 or 1.0 attack speed, you will end up with 0.85 attack speed. It's correct. No, it's a typo, but it has a bad translation. They don't know how to properly put it in there. Yeah. So they need to put it in correct English, you know, so people don't get confused, because whatever your attack speed is, only 65% of it for Dom Ice, or only 85% of it for the component, the Black Ice Shield. So yeah, that's definitely not very intuitive. You have to kind of, I mean, it's still good, don't get me wrong, but like, yeah, I was freaked out, man. I thought it was 85% debuff. I was like, oh hell no. Phew! Crisis avoided. Wait, no, not really. Crisis not avoided because they took off the CDR. So, I mean, back to coping. Well, there you have it, though. I mean, I guess it's still gonna be not too bad to build, because you still get the no matter what I say, it's the 10% CDR hurts. All right, but yeah, I'll stop coping. We'll stop coping. Try auto chess MOBA. What is that? Dumb ice. Black ice shield. Oh, dominance ice. It might be my accent. I might have an accent that's coming through, Spencer. Apologize for that. Dota 2 on mobile? What? I don't know if I can try another MOBA because I'm in MIL right now. I know I can play other games, but I'm not sure if I can play other MOBAs. I'll have to research that. I'll have to ask. But I know I can play other games. Like, my channel is mostly ML themed. You guys seen the other streams of Genshin and Halo and Apex and other stuff. Like, I like to try other games out, even Minecraft. And I'm fine with that. I haven't been told I can't do that, but it gets a little bit more dicey when it's relating to you know, other MOBAs. So I'll have to ask about that. So it's no longer a core defense item anymore for fighters. Dumb Ice? Oh, that's what you meant, Spencer. When I say the acronym for, or the shortened version for it, Dom Ice. Yeah. I can see where you can. I see it now. I see it. No. I see it. I mean, kind of betraying Mlbb even though you hate it by playing other MOBA games. I mean, not necessarily. Just because you try other MOBA games doesn't mean you hate ML. At one point in time, I tried out Wild Rift, and the only thing I did was spam Fiora. You know? Are you saying, Isoya, are you saying that Dumb Ice is no longer a core item for fighters? Is that what you're trying to say? Yeah, like I said, I'm in MIL, so I'm not sure if I can actually play other MOBAs without getting some kind of like backlash. Currently, I'll have to ask about it. But yeah, I hate that I can't play Mars. That buff is nice on tanks though. Like, imagine like rushing Black Ice Shield on your tanks now, just to counter attack speed heroes. Like, attack speed heroes are gonna have a tough time in this next patch. The only reason Inari plays other games is because Inari's main hero, Martis, is banned. You're nerfing it so it's more specialized to counter a certain lineup? Listen. It's a big nerf on Dom Ice, in my opinion. It's a big buff, but it's also a big nerf. Because if you think about the tanks, they rely on their skills. And the first item any tank is going to build is Dominance Ice. So they already cannot afford, they're tanks, they can't afford to build magic shoes, right? If you build that on a tank, you're trolling, right? So you're delaying the CDR on tanks by taking off their core item. Now every big skill they have literally is going to get nerfed to the ground, CDR wise. It's just the reality of it. William Hardy, and welcome to the stream. We're almost done with the stream. Done talking about Rui. I actually went out for 2 hours. It's not too bad, actually. How to say Fast and Furious bald guy? Oh, Toretto? I believe his name is Toretto. Am I capping? I need to search it up now. Dominic, yeah, Toretto, yeah, Dominic. His last name is Toretto. Yeah, some tanks also need CDR. Most tanks do need CDR. The only exception to that would be like Baxia. Is it Baxia or Basha? I heard both ways. But most tanks need the CDR. I mean, Hylos doesn't really need it because, you know, but most tanks need that CDR for their skills, you know? Like, Akai got his CDRs nerfed. Like, look at this. Heavy spin, 55 seconds. Anybody with really menacing ults, 55 seconds. 40 seconds, that one's not too bad. 48 seconds, still kind of bad. Anything approaching 50-second range is oof, you know? Because you can't miss your skills, you know? If you miss, you lose. If we're talking about supports, it gets worse. I think they all have very high cooldowns, actually. 70 seconds on Angela. What's the other one? Carmilla even, or Mathilda, I guess is more meta. Oh, Mathilda will be fine. Maybe Mathilda will be meta. Like, rise in meta because of this dominant size thing. Atlas, ooh. $55 seconds. You know? Some of them use fleeting time. Yeah, but... Wait, who? Johnson? It's either or for his name. Are you talking about Dominic? Unless they put the full points on 10% support emblem. Yes, because tanks want to be turtles. Walking around without, you know, movement speed on their support emblems. No matter how we look at it, the nerf of Dominance Ice cooldown reduction is gonna hurt. The buff is going to be nice, but that 10% CDR is also gonna hurt. You know, it will change the meta. It will change the meta. For sure. You're gonna have to, if you think about it, it's gonna shift the meta from attack speed heroes to attack speed heroes that are not affected by it much, or heroes, marksmen that are not affected by it. Once again, we'll go through the list real quick. Over here it's easier actually. Clint, Layla might have the range to not be affected by it as well, Bruno also might have the range to not be affected by it as well. Mia will be affected for sure. Yi Sunshin, yep. Moskov, yes. Roger, yes. Carrie, yes. Irithil, yes. Leslie, I don't think so. I think Leslie will be fine. Hanabi will be affected by it. Let me double check. Unless you can keep her shield active, she will be affected by it. Claude is definitely going to be affected by it. Kimmy's not. Granger's not. Wan, half and half. You're just going to have to save Inspire until the point you're actually ulting, because you're immune in your ult and you Purify. So you're good. Purple Koopa, I think, will be fine. I think they won't be affected. Brody, I think, will be affected if you can stay on top of Brody. If you don't stay on top of Brody, he will not be affected. So he's going to be a good pick. Don't get me wrong. I think he's going to be one of the more meta picks, along with Beatrix, because Beatrix can, you know, switch weapons. Nathan's going to be affected for sure. Edith, too, if people still use her for that. And Melissa, for sure. All of them will be affected by it. Well, I guess Melissa can kind of push you out, but, like, still. You know, realistically speaking, she's going to be affected by it. Meta-wise, in terms of what's going to be the strongest to come out of this, it's definitely going to be Leslie, Brody, Kimmy, and Granger. No, because Granger can't go gold. Leslie, Brody, Kimmy, and Clint. Those are your top 4 not affected by this. 17 views? Zero's getting popular. Let's go. People just care about Ruby. Sheesh, so many people watching. Well, thank you for coming, guys. Carry short range. And then let's not ignore the fact that a lot of the fighters are also going to be affected by it. A lot of the attack speed fighters, and even some of the attack speed assassins. So, like, if you're thinking about, like, Karina, think about, realistically, Karina, how much it takes for her to, like, her passive, you know, it's based on, yeah, it's based on skills and stuff, but, like, you're not going to be able to, like, proc it based on basic attacks, as often. You're going to actually, it's like an indirect nerf to Karina. Not crazy, but it's still indirect. Zilong, definitely going to hurt Zilong. Hayabusa, I don't know about Hayabusa, it kind of sus. It's gonna hurt Nat. It's really gonna hurt Nat. YSS, yes. Harley, I don't think it's gonna hurt Harley that much because he relies on his cards. I don't think it's gonna hurt Lance. I don't think it's gonna hurt Hellkurt because he kind of always charges in with his stingers. Any other body that's actually kind of... Oh, Hanzo, it's gonna hurt Hanzo. For sure, because he won't be able to build those stacks for his ult. It's gonna hurt Ling. Man, it's gonna hurt Ling on invades, but like in terms of like when it matters, it's not really gonna hurt Ling, because you know he kind of dashes and picks up his swords. But in terms of like outside of Ling's ult, yeah, it's gonna hurt him. Benedetta, I don't think it's gonna hurt her. Amon. It's gonna hurt Amon. It's really gonna hurt Amon. A lot. It's not gonna hurt Joy. Fighter-wise, definitely gonna hurt Sun, Freya, Zilong, for sure. Alucard, even. I don't think Hilda. Roger, it's gonna hurt Roger. It's gonna hurt Argus. It might hurt Martis. It might hurt Martis a little bit. It might hurt him a little bit. Actually, maybe quite a little bit. Quite more than a little bit. It might be a little bit more of a bigger nerf than we think on Martis. It's gonna hurt Jawhead. Like any type of like Jawhead that stays and tries to punch a lot of times, it's gonna hurt him. I don't think it hurts Aldous. It's gonna hurt Thamus a lot. It's gonna hurt Badang a lot. It's gonna hurt my Moshi Moshi a lot. No, Moshi Moshi. They nerfing you. Definitely not gonna hurt Terizla. It's gonna hurt Dairoth a lot. Masha too. Sylvana included in that as well. Ooh, believe it or not, it's actually gonna hurt Barats quite a bit. Imagine stomping every 3 minutes, you know? Just saying. Aulos, it's gonna hurt Aulos a little bit too. Definitely gonna hurt Aulos actually. Not Yin. And yeah, it's gonna hurt Julian too. Oh my goodness. You guys realize how many people this actually affects? That's actually kind of crazy. Like, that's kind of insane. Gee. Yeah, definitely Mia. It's gonna hurt Mia too. Clint is getting adjusted next patch. I'm not sure what they're doing for him. Oh, I don't know either. Zero? What's up, Kev? Oh yeah, Esme. It's gonna hurt Esme insanely hard too because, you know, she's also gonna be attacking once every 2 years. Where you at, Esme? There she is. Esme is thick. FYI. Oh my goodness, they're changing the meta beneath our eyes, or right beneath. Wait, there's a proper term for that. There's a way to say that I'm coping. Yeah. Oh, Esme does use brute force, and that got, well. Oh wow, Zero likes Esme. Who doesn't? Holy crap, dude. Holy crap. That's gonna actually hurt Esme so bad. That's actually so bad on Esme. Oh my god. We're over here modding about Ruby. Guys, think about the Esme players. Just kidding, they don't use dumb mice. I wouldn't say my Esme build is good. I'd say it's supposed to look something more like this. But still, damn. I guess most Esme use the chonky build right here. They use more something like this. If you're using this Esme build, it's gonna hurt you though. CDR, copium. CDR, copium. Most Esme mains go thick. Yeah, so it's more like this one. Good, Badang needs that nerf. I'm gonna tell Saya. Let me go DM him right now so he can, like, he's asleep right now. But I'm gonna go DM him and tell him, yo, they just nerfed Badang. He's gonna be like, what? I'm gonna be like, yeah, man. Kai, are you still here? Esme mains rely on basic attacks hardcore in the laning phases. For sure, because that's how you re-get your shield, you know? Like, that's how you attack people, through the shield, you know? Like, yeah, in late game, they kind of just do, like, the Uranus type style, and they kind of just go in and, you know, S1, S2, S1, S2, S1, S2. But in the laning phase, that attack speed gonna hurt. Is one of you fine got it on Discord? Because I have a mutual server only with Kai. That's why I asked if Kai was still here. They're calling me on Discord, but I'm not sure what's going on here. If it's related to Ruby, I'll answer the call, but I'm not sure if it is. Oh, Esme using dumb ice? Okay, now I'm misunderstood. Yeah, definitely gonna hurt. Yeah, no more skill spam. Yeah. Well, I think that about rounds off everything we have to talk about. I guess the latter half of the stream, it does really affect Ruby, but it affects so many more people than Ruby. Oh my goodness. So just, if you're a Ruby main and you're sad about the Dominance Ice removal of 10% CDR, just know that over 50% of the heroes in the game are affected by it. And they're gonna suffer. So... so it's not just you guys suffering this time. It's not like a target nerf, you know? So, yeah. You know what? This gives me hope. Ruby does have shorter skill cooldowns. I honestly think they're going to reduce the mana cost on her skills. I don't think they're gonna reduce her CDRs. I think that's gonna stay. If anything, she's gonna get a mana cost reduction. Yo Kai, you're still here. Okay, Yo Kai, before I end the stream, mate, I have a question. Do you know somebody called Fine Got It from your server? They're calling me on Discord. They're literally in a call waiting for me to join. They didn't say anything. They kind of just DM'd me and started a call. They're still there. They've been there for like 10 minutes. And I don't know who it is. Is it someone you know? Anybody have any final tips for Ruby that you guys want to leave for people that watch the VOD? Because this VOD is probably going to get a lot of views after Ruby and Angela skins get released on the official server. So if you guys want any kind of people to know that any tips on it, you guys, probably now's the time to do it. But other than that, for people watching the end of the VOD, if you're here, just know that we tried as much to the best of our abilities to try to make the new Ruby work. Once she is released, we'll revisit her, of course. But for now, we have to deal with what we have. And right now, it's looking like we might have to use that assassin emblem. We're going to try to avoid it as much as possible. Because honestly, it is copium. But we'll see. We'll see what we end up with, okay? Don't play it, I guess. Just remember, this isn't 2017 to 2019 Ruby. She can no longer 1v5 like she used to. Nope. You're not letting your girl die. I don't think she's gonna die. I think she's gonna become meta. I think she's gonna... Okay, I take that back, Kev. I think Ruby's gonna die. Like, Martis is dead. But because they're banned. Please practice your flicker hooks, especially your forward ones. Yeah, don't be like me and miss on bots, you know? Don't miss on a stationary bot, just saying. Ruby's popular right now in tournament. Yeah, I know. Tier list changed. Yes, I will change the tier list. Yo, Durza popping in. What's up, mate? Tip is just run her mid and easy profit. Yeah, you're not wrong. Mid Ruby is underrated. 100%. By the way, Durza is from Weibo. Are you guys actually going to start streaming? I heard Rito say something about it. But I'm not sure if you guys are going to start streaming. Whenever you guys do, let me know so I can give you guys a shout out. And do YT when the team isn't sick anymore? Oh, a lot of people. Yeah, well, I mean, if you think about it, it's literally almost December, like a couple days away. Is that tomorrow, actually? Yeah, tomorrow's the first day of December. So... in fact, I'm actually going to stream tonight. Hey, yo, go check out the Ruby main. Let's go. Shout out. Oh, I got you, bro. I have a couple content creators in here. Dun, 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 dun. Check out there's the link right there, and so check out what? You try to support Mlbb? Oh no. Sapphire, make sure you send me your YT link. I can't find it. If anyone has it, let me know. There's a lot of Sapphire plays and I'm not getting sent to the right one. Thank you, Zero, for this stream. No, thank you guys for tuning in. Oh, giveaways. Hold on. Support on Ruby? Movement speed boost for more flickers? Oh, you mean the lower CDR on the flicker itself. I could see where you're going with this, but that nerf, the 10% CDR nerf on Dominance Ice might affect the ability to even go that emblem Durza. Giveaways wise, I'm planning to do a Christmas giveaway. I'll probably announce it sometime. My calendar is right behind my. I'll try to announce it sometime the week of the 14th of December. So maybe on December 12th or something, I'll announce it, and we'll do the giveaway on Christmas. Like, I won't be able to see, that's the copium about it though. I'm not sure when I can actually. I'll have to look at my schedule as it gets closer to see when I can actually stream, because I don't think I'm gonna be able to stream during Christmas. It might have to be like a Christmas Day stream or Christmas Day after stream, you know. But yeah, we'll be doing some giveaway pretty soon. It'll probably be a big giveaway too. So the previous ones have been the Saint Seiya giveaway and the 3 Exorcist giveaways. So kind of recuperating from that right now. So yeah, gotta turn on the bell notification. Yes sir, yes sir. Gotta get more exposure out here. She's a lot squishier with it, plus lack of damage. Yep. Alright guys, I'm gonna go to sleep because it's like almost 3 a.m. for me, so I'll catch you guys tomorrow. We'll talk about Angela tomorrow. So Angela Lab, because why not? She's a little bit more straightforward, but I'm interested because a lot of people like to build her kind of chonky, and I don't know why. Maybe you guys can talk me into why you guys build her chonky, because I can't think of a reason why I would do that personally, you know. Because if I get caught out on Angela, I'm dying no matter what. I mean, unless I have like sprint up or something like that, you know? But yeah, thank you for coming into the stream, guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Good night, good night.